is that Malai from Naturals? No, that's Malai flavor. That's my childhood. Okay, wait, I can tell. Oh God, Mom wouldn't let me wax, so I still had a mustache. I've shot a People magazine cover with a full-blown muchi and like hair on my. It even reminded me of a dark time in my life. Oh, that's what everyone used to ask me for as long as I can remember. So you're training to become an actor now. So when are you starting? Oh, if you want to become an actor, you can't sit like that. You can't eat like. And I was like, screw you.
Janhvi, welcome to Film Companion. My show is called Spill the Tea.
Oh, fun.
And this is actually the first time I'm getting to sit across from you, which is already all the more special for me because I'm excited. But I'm also suddenly reminded of the fact that I feel very old because though I haven't sat across from you, the first time I saw you was 10 years ago at the launch of the People magazine cover.
Oh no! Oh wait, I think I remember you vaguely.
You were with your mom and sister.
Oh no, that was such a sad time in my life of just like appearance. It was just so tragic. I don't think Mom wouldn't let me wax, so I still had a mustache. I've shot a People magazine cover with a full-blown muchi and like hair on my. It even reminded me of a dark time in my life.
But well, no, but I remember very clearly that this was 10 years ago and the media asked you then, of course, whether you wanted to grow up and become an actor. And you actually tell them that you were still dabbling between unicorn and spy. You were totally yanking our case, right?
Yeah, I was. I was. Even then, I was just like, I'm going to screw with these people. But I actually thought about that because I knew that I'd be asked these questions. And fun fact, I think even played up the I don't know English में बात कर सकते हैं
जी मुझे अभी पता नहीं मैं अभी स्कूल में पढ़ाई कर रही हूँ और
Please don't let her talk in Hindi because I keep bullying her. आप ये juice लेके आओ.
I was going through this phase where I mean, my Hindi wasn't great then.
Your mom did a pretty accurate impression of you as well.
Yeah, my Hindi wasn't great, but I like overdid it at that press conference because I was so sick of people asking me कि तुम्हें तो actor ही बनना है, grooming चालू है ना, actress बन रही हो ना तुम. And like mom never wanted me to become an actor, and I really wasn't. I always wanted to, but it would like hurt my ego. That like, why do you just think that I'll become one? Like I don't know. It was this weird rebel in me. Okay, no, you don't know me that well. What if I become like a
unicorn?
I guess. I don't know what I was going for. I thought I was being like quirky and funny.
You also said archaeologist, huh? Just saying. You really thought this through.
I know I did. I thought it through. I was like, I need to give them everything. I need to give them like. Just like mentally questionable young girl to like, oh, she might be intellectual also, like let me just give it all.
No, but when you said that you knew that they would ask, how did you know, or did the conversation at home prepare you for it?
No, that's what everyone used to ask me for as long as I can remember. So you're training to become an actor now, so when are you starting? Oh, if you want to become an actor, you can't sit like that, you can't eat like, and I was like, screw you. Wow. I mean, no, I didn't. I wasn't that mean, but I thought it.
Okay, coming to Mili and picking up from the trailer. If I were to open your freezer, and I know how much you love a good meal, what would I find in your freezer?
Lots of ice cream, lots of cheesecake, gochujang, that like Korean spicy sauce, lots of that, lots and lots of cheese.
You really do like your cheese.
No, wait, is this? I literally like cheese because these days cheese means something else, but cheese.
You mentioned ice cream, and I come armed. So I'm going to just pull out this little tub of ice cream. There are a bunch of flavors, but the trick is that you're going to have to sample it and tell me what flavor it is.
I can't, I'm on keto.
Okay. So I'm just going to sit here and you're going to watch me
Can I smell it? I can maybe smell and tell you.
Oh, smell and tell.
I'm very sharp with my ice cream. So, and I would have cheated on my diet, but I'm starting shoot soon and my director might...
Okay, smell and tell. This is...
Oh my God, is that malai from Naturals? Oh, no, that's malai flavor. That's my childhood. Okay, wait, I can tell. Oh God, this is definitely This is coconut.
Yes.
I want to say Chiku. It's Chiku. Is that Chiku? This is malai. It's so hard for me to put down this cup. I think this is Sitafal just by the looks of it. Yeah, I can't tell what this is. Is it Sitafal?
No.
I don't know.
Okay, so, well.
Can you eat the malai ice cream?
Are
Just
you
so-
sure?
Yeah,
Because I
please.
feel very sadistic now.
No, please.
But I'm taking one for the team.
Yeah, do
Okay?
it.
This is what. Oh man.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Cheers.
It's so good. Have you ever tried the watermelon flavor?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
banging. It's too good.
Yeah. No. This is amazing. But
It's been so hard for me. Can someone take it away, please?
I can't watch you. Thank you. But
I'm acting like an addict.
you clearly know your ice cream.
I do.
Well done.
What was the other flavor that I couldn't guess?
Kaju kishmish.
Yeah, I don't like this kishmish stuff.
That's why I threw it in there. It was a trick. It was the googly.
Okay.
But coming back to Mili, and of course, apart from the freezer talk, it really essentially at the core is the story of the human will and the will to survive. And if I were to draw a parallel to the film industry, because of course we know it is the survival of the fittest,
Literally.
literally, what do you think is an actor's biggest superpower?
You know, the thing is, there are two things, right, that I firmly believe, and I've come to this realization fairly recently. I think there's a misconception that a lot of actors live with and a lot of people in the audience live with is that an actor's job is to pretend. An actor's job is actually to tell the truth, I think, and to find the truth in every moment. And a consequence and a requirement for that is to be truthful in your real life. Even in a film companion interview, even in while doing your prep work or anything. So I think truth is at the foundation of it. And I think the other thing is, I think somewhere down the line, our job is to give audiences an experience and to entertain people and to move them with our work. And I think that's where it starts. And I think some people somehow lose track of that and make it about themselves, whether it's monetarily or about their vanity or about their ego. But really, it's entertainment is still a public service at first. So your intention as an actor should always be to serve the people and give them an experience and hopefully grow through that. And I think these two things are the pillars of the foundation that I've laid for myself, at least, with this profession.
Well, but to an extent does explain where I'm going with my next question. I was going through your filmography and it made me wonder whether you're oddly attracted to scripts that are just really tough to shoot. Hear me out, whether it's Gunjan Saxena or Mili or Ruhi or literally any script that I pulled out, saw you just looking like battered and bruised and just crying so well. But your Instagram game is a whole other you. What is the dichotomy there?
I think there's an inherent duality to my personality, but more than that, I think I've always lived with this complex of being privileged and therefore not deserving of the opportunities that I've gotten. And so in my head, the way I can justify everything I've gotten in life to myself is
pain.
to like really ensure that like I'm crying, sweating, bleeding, dying on set every day. So
I know I'm laughing, but is this somewhere
no,
really...
it's a problem. Like my therapist said, you need to like chill out. Like you don't need to like
bleed for your art?
You know, the thing is, I think I was speaking to Ranveer about it or someone about it, and I said that unless I feel like, because I got a few scratches one day trying to do some dance, and Ranveer I think was feeling bad about it, and I was like, it's okay, every time I get hurt on a shoot, it's a sign that it's going well. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, no, I feel like I've done some work. And he was like, that's really messed up, like don't think like that. Because I don't know, it's just I need to work on my wiring, I guess.
But is that changing with time? Because I also know and have watched you say that you're now in the mind space of discovering you for you and kind of separating the perception of what people have of Janhvi
Yeah.
Kapoor. What is the biggest misconception of being you?
The biggest misconception of being me, I think, is that the biggest misconception about being me is that that everything's easy or everything's been easy. I don't know. I actually don't know what people think of me really. I feel like I'm one of those few people that even people don't know what they think of me. I think they are also confused. I think they've tried very hard to put me in that like bimbo, privileged bracket.
Sure.
And I think I must have helped them with some of the random stupid things I've said in interviews. But then there's also people who are, I think, a little thrown off with my choices in films. And some of them might find it hard to accept, but I think maybe a section of people have even liked what I've done in films. So I think they're just confused. But that's okay because I'm
But that's
still
a fun
figuring-
space to keep them
I
in,
think
right?
so. I mean, that's how it started out at the People magazine conference. Like,
With the
my
unicorn.
agenda is to throw you off. So I'm
And
winning.
10 years in, your game is still on point. Oh, wow. No, but when you do a film like Mili, of course, as an actor, when you read a script, you expect that it will tick a box or multiple boxes. What was it with Mili? Like, what were the boxes that you were looking to check off?
Honestly, nothing, because every time a film is offered to me or I go into a narration, I keep thinking, okay, now I'm done with the crying. I'm done with the extensive prep and
You
the
can
physical
cry if I
hardship.
like.
Yeah, I could not. I don't want to
I
do it
won't
now. I
make
feel
you
like
cry.
I've made it a joke, but it's actually like it takes a lot. Yeah, so every time I've gone into some narration, I've always thought कि अभी नहीं रोऊंगी, अभी कुछ थोड़ा आसान, थोड़ा happy pick कर लूंगी, जो आसानी से हो जाएगा.
You know, that was where I was going with that question on
But-
looking battered and bruised. Does the YRF Dharma heroine template not entice you at all?
It does entice me. Trust me, I'm dying to do a comedy. I'm dying to do that like nakhra, nok joke that like a heroine does. I've grown up watching that. I love it, and I actually think that I'm good at it. I think it comes more naturally to me than most other things do. But then when I read a script or I watch a film that feels like an opportunity that'll allow me to push myself and grow, and something that scares me.
How to say no?
How do I say no? Why? Like, my job is to be an actor, na? And yeah, and to like give people an experience that they weren't expecting, that I wasn't. The amount that I've learned and grown through Mili, I learned how to ride a chopper for Gunjan. I'm learning how to play cricket, a whole sport for Mr. and Mrs. Mahi. So what if I dislocated 2 shoulders in the process? Like, they're all stories that I can tell my kids one day, and hopefully I'll be remembered for it. Hopefully.
You know, when I listen to you talk, there is this curiosity and innocence that is very evident, which I feel like your mom also had even when she was the mother of 2 kids. But I'm also reminded that she lived in a far simpler world.
Yeah.
Do you have to work a little bit harder to preserve that, or does having a team that's as light-spirited as you kind of help? Because you guys have your Instagram game on.
Yeah, I like surrounding myself with people that I respect, whose values I think are similar to mine, who look at me and not as I don't know,
Janhvi Kapoor.
as whoever that might be. I think I value normalcy a lot, and like real, genuine equations and relations, and that's how it always has been. But I think this preservation of innocence that you're talking about, I think that's extremely hard in today's day and
Yes.
age, and in this industry specifically. But I think it takes a great amount of courage, and I think that my parents have always taught me to look at the brighter side, even if it might be the stupider side, because at least then, I mean, if you look at the world through rose-tinted glasses, that's what it'll be for you, you know?
How do you identify normalcy? How do you know that someone's with you for you? And Not the fact that one tag from you can get them 1,000 followers. I don't know. Is that how it works?
Oh, when people can be real with me, I think. When they can tell me to shut the fuck up if I'm talking shit, or like.
You have these people.
Yes,
around
and I
you.
think it's very important.
Of course, but as actors, how often, right?
I value that more than someone who's like.
Yes, ma'am.
or
Blowing
like
hot air up your ass.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen that sometimes in other people's circles, and that's always scared me, because I think one thing that scared me the most, being in the vicinity of famous people, I guess, is that it's very easy to become delusional. Because no matter how big or small you are, there are enough people to tell you that you're the coolest in the world. So how do you have objectivity? Like, you're so small and insignificant in the scheme of things.
Yeah.
And you should just remember that.
You know, I said at the start that the show's called Spill the Tea. So why don't you spill some tea and tell your fans 3 things. This is part of the exercise of people seeing you for
This is
who you
feeling
are.
like a therapy session.
I take that as a compliment. No, but tell me 3 things that you'd really like your fans to know about you, from you.
You know, I feel like I'm in a relationship with my fans. I don't know what it means, but I just feel like I don't want to be distracted by anything, because everything that I want to do is for them, to make them proud and to make them happy.
That's a love story.
Because it is a love story. It's and it's the most genuine love story of my life, my love affair with my fans.
You know, this clip is going to get like culled out and...
Really?
Yeah, of
but
course it is.
no, but it's true, because they've stood by me, and everything I'm doing is to just make them so happy and make them proud, and honestly, I love them, and I hope that they keep growing in numbers. So that's one thing that I'd like to tell them. Another thing I'd like to spill the tea about is, a lot of them have been saying they want to see me do a conventional commercial film, and if you guys pray hard enough, hopefully soon.
You heard it first on.
And the third thing is,
Let's talk about normalcy. I think that's a part of you that they'd like to know more about. What's the most normal thing you do?
The most normal thing.
Are you the one telling the cook ki aaj khane mein kya?
Yeah, of course. खाने में क्या चाहिए? Voice notes में I keep sending him like recipes from Instagram कि आज ये बनाओ please. Like this gochujang I got off Instagram, some like Korean noodle recipe, and he's been making it for me all the time.
Love it, love it. You know, your sister is up for her debut, and of course she's going to make her own share of mistakes, and the journey is going to be hers. But I'm curious to know, just by virtue of having you at home, what are like 2 mistakes that you can safely say that she could avoid because you did?
Don't date an actor.
That's a big one.
Yeah, just because I think the kind of girls me and her are, I just think it would be better.
In everyone's best interest.
Yes. And know your worth. Know that you do have something to offer, despite what faceless people on Instagram might say.
You spent a lot of time getting there, right?
Yeah, getting out of that. I mean, like, Zoya's not gaining that much. I mean, she auditioned, whatever, that's her battle to fight. But just, I'd want her to know that she brings a lot to the table, more than just her pedigree.
Yeah. And finally, before I let you go, since the tagline of the film is dying to survive, fill in the blanks for me. Janhvi Kapoor is dying to survive too.
Dying to survive too. Can I just say I'm dying to survive promotions? Because I suck at promoting films.
I beg to disagree.
I'm so bad at it. I just want to like sit at home or like be on a film set. Like I want to shoot the film and then that's it. Like this, talking about my craft and the pain that I went through, and like, it's too much.
I did tell you off camera that I really enjoy watching your interviews, and I'll put it on record that really you are one of the nicer people to interview today, because you listen to the question, and that makes the world of difference.
Thank you, that's so sweet.
Thank you so much for chatting with me. I had fun.
Me too. Hi guys, this is Janhvi Kapoor, and if you enjoy Spill the Tea with Sneha as much as I enjoy ice cream, then please subscribe to Film Companion.